Hey everybody, Kochats again, and today guys, I'm here to do another anime review, and this anime review is to Shokugeki no Souma Season 4, Episode 2 guys, or Food Wars Season 4, Episode 2 guys, or you can also say Part 2 of Season 3, Episode 2 of Shokugeki no Souma, aka Food Wars as well. So, let's get into, well, before we get into it, if you guys can't tell, there might be a slight difference to the angling on my videos like they usually would be. Part of the reason now is because I've now got a new tripod. I'm still, by the way, and if you guys have never seen this before, this is the tripod I usually use. This is the tripod I usually used for pretty much ever since I started using tripods, pretty much on my videos. But this was pretty much the tripod I've always been using. But now I got a new tripod, a brand new tripod, which is actually a bit more better, a bit more professional than this tripod. So yeah, that is part of the reason why, if you can't tell the slight angle difference, that is the reason why I got a new tripod. I'm trying to see how I can use this better compared to my old one. And again, I'm trying to get better stuff for my for YouTube anyway. So just saying that right there, I've got a new tripod. I might show you what it looks like in some time. Oh, I've got the box here. If anybody wants to know. If you guys, this is the box. This is the box. We actually found this in the charity shop, so we got this cheaply as well. So there's the box art, and so pretty much, if you can tell from the box, this is what it looks like. So yeah, and also, here we go there. But yeah, that's what the tripod looks like for anybody who wants to know. So yeah, just saying that right there for anybody who is wondering if you see any difference between, even though you can't tell from the camera itself, but I think you can tell from the angle. That is the reason why, because I'm testing out my new tripod. So anyway guys, let's get into the review of Shokugeki no Souma Season 4, Episode 2. So in this episode of Shokugeki no Souma, we have now started the new arc. We started the new arc, and that is the new exam situation, like the new camp that we're going to end up seeing in this series. We got the camp they're going on is similar to the summer camp they were doing, I think, during Season 1. This is similar to what they were doing during that point. But in this camp, it's a lot different because the difference, even though they're quite similar, they have to move to different locations in Hokkaido. It's in Hokkaido if you want to know. But they move to different places all around Hokkaido to pass these exams. Now, first part of this episode, they're focusing on Erina teaching everyone in the dorm and anybody who's against against Central. Pretty much she's teaching everyone ways that they can improve their dishes, obviously, and teaching them how to properly cook so they can defeat Central. They can bring out their potential. They can bring out their originality. That's what she's trying to do. Teach them how to make their cooking and make them come out with their originality. That was what pretty much she was doing in the first part of this episode. And I've got to say, her freaking teacher outfit. Woohoo! Damn girl, you're hard as a goddamn teacher. I'm just gonna say, Erina girl, god damn that teacher outfit. Top quality, I'm gonna say that. But yeah, but we do know, obviously we do see that her teaching style is quite ruthless. She is quite strong when it comes to her teaching style. You can tell that from everybody in Polestar Dorm, of how their reaction to Erina. I've got to say, it was quite funny how they reacted to Erina. Really called Erina Sensei! And it was just like so funny. Or Nakari Sensei, they also say that as well. I've got to say, that is so funny. The way they react, they call her that. It was so funny. Now, the next part of this episode is the first part of the actual exam. And we find out that all the rebels except Erina, because obviously her father is freaking biased and he doesn't care how his daughter thinks. it's her daughter he sees as a property, so we just put her in a different group. But every single person who's part of the rebel faction has been put into into the same group. Because it looks like they're being separated groups in this first part. And they've been separated into groups and they've all been combined together in the same group. So, and during this part, Souma's group, along with Alice, Todoroki, I think that's his name again, sorry about that, Megumin, and I think the last person was... Oh man, who was the last person part of their group? I think... Oh yeah, and... God, there was a name! Orange hair girl. Like, they were part of the same group. They're all part of the same group in this point. Like, sorry about character names, not good in them. But, they all been those guys have been put together, along with Souma, obviously. And, obviously, we now found out how their disadvantage is going to be about being part of the rebel group. And it is that they also get sabotaged. Because, during this point, obviously, all the people who are judging the group, judging the exams, judging them, also pass Central. And obviously, they can also deliberately sabotage their ingredients. And that's what they deliberately sabotage their ingredients. They gave them the bad ingredients. They're not like they can't be used. These ingredients, they can't be used, but when it comes to like flavoring, the quality of fish, because the dish they have to create is something to do with salmon. But the salmon they got, and during this time in Hokkaido, these type of quality of fish are quite low quality. So, and it's during, this is during winter. This is during winter where fish like this in Hokkaido, like high quality fish in Hokkaido salmon, is very hard to get. And obviously what they did is, by sabotaging this group, and I take it, and we don't see how they sabotage the other groups that are part of the rebel faction, but we're all aware that the rest of the rebel groups get given the same treatment. But for what we see from Souma's group, their fish got sabotaged. They've been given the worst fish out of all the fish that was available. So, and from that, it looks like they could be done for. But obviously, they know. First up, they have two people in their group who are fish specialists. So that's first up. And they also have a scientific food specialist in their freaking group. Alice, Todoroki, and also Megumin. They are freaking... They lucky they had this food. They are specialized in this cooking style. And what they did is that first up, they used the freezing method. They used the freezing method so they can change the quality. I think they change the quality of the fish, or they gone out and get. I don't fully know how this worked, but I think they used the same fish. I think they used the same salmon, but they used the freezing method. And some of us might be thinking, how? Because time, because it is based on time based. They had to wait until sundown to complete this, but I think the type of freezer that they used was quite high. It is quite a high freezing method, so I think they might use liquid nitrogen or something. Might be wrong, but they used some high freezing temperature to sort of cool this down, to freeze this, or to get this quality of the fish to change. I think that's what they used, unless they did change the fish. If they got some better fish, then okay, but I don't. From what I can tell, from my understanding, they used the same fish. They actually used the fish they got given, but changed the quality of it. They were able to change the quality of it, which I got to say, good on you. Good job on you guys. And what the dish they ended up creating was far better than the freaking judge was expecting. Of course, the judge, even though they can sabotage, they can't lie. They can't lie if the dish is good. If the dish is to their quality and taste, they have to say it's good. They can sabotage, but if they're able to succeed cooking a very good dish, they have to accept it. So there is some leeway that they can get. The judges can't outright lie to them it's bad. They have to, or outright tell them anything so they can get them expelled. They have to stay by the rules. So it looks like they have to stay by the rules. But they can do some form of sabotaging to make sure they do fail, because yes, they wouldn't able to get past this hurdle that they set for them. Because after all, this is again a hurdle. This is a hurdle. The other students, even though they're going by Erina's father's method, they still need to go over some hurdle as well. Their hurdle is to make it exactly how Erina's father was showing them. But with Souma's group, their hurdle is that they have to get past through this sabotage that's been given by these judges. That's their hurdle. So obviously there is still some form of hurdling they have to go through. They knew that. These judges knew that. They knew they had to put some form of hurdle, and majority of the other ones to go through the normal. The rest of the others, they had to make the exact same dish. The hurdle they had to go through was to go over the sabotage. So that is sort of the leeway these judges can get, is that they can't tell them it's bad. If it's good, it's good. That means they pass. But the way they can make them fail is make a hurdle for them that makes them very hard for them to pass. If they can pass it, they pass. If they can't pass that hurdle, then obviously they're out. So now, and obviously like the summer camp, if they fail one of these tests, they're instantly sent back to school and instantly expelled. Same thing. So yeah, and by the way, we get a chance to see in this episode how badass the Rebels groups are and how well they work together. Even though majority of them have never worked with each other before. Some of them have, but the rest of the groups have never worked with each other before. I think the Essential were aware that not everyone was in the Rebel faction has ever worked together before. So they thought by putting them together they're going to have a disadvantage, even though they are part of the same group. They have never worked together, so they could probably have a disadvantage as well. But no, they're wrong. They were able to work together well, especially Souma, Erina, Souma, Alice, and Todoroki. They just showed you how good a chef they are. By the way, Alice was complaining every time that she sees Souma acting like the leader. She's saying, "You're not the leader of this group," or saying, "Why are you acting like the leader for?" Like, she keeps on saying that. I gotta say, that's funny. I like the interaction between her and Souma. I'm just gonna say, I like the little interaction they have. So that's quite funny. Overall, the episode was great. Animation looked good. Nothing fantastic was going on, but the animation looked good. And yeah, and also at the end of the episode, I've got to mention this. The way they're gonna travel to each section, they're gonna go through the Toutsuki's sleeping train, like the train they're gonna go on is one that you can sleep in. Like, I know there's a very luxurious train. So one good thing, they're not gonna make Souma's group, the Rebels, go into a bad train. So that's one good thing. They're not gonna treat their students like crap properly. So at least they're gonna keep them in the same place as the rest of the students. So that's one good thing. So at least the teachers are aware of that. If they'd done that, I'd be like, that is abusing the students. No matter, that is full-blown abusing. Now, even though they were already abusing their students from how they're going to treat them, it's not a thing that can't make them get expelled or get them fired for. That's the kind of abuse they realise they can do. There is some form of abusement they can do that makes them not get into trouble. But while obviously when it comes to sleeping arrangements, they can't do that because that's outright abusing, not just for abusing your students, but abusing children in general. That's what I'm glad they didn't do. What their students didn't do, their teachers didn't do, because in a way, if they did, no matter if this was a fantasy series or not, this is outright abusement, so I'm just going to say that. So obviously, even the lore of the series, that they would get in trouble for it. So I'm glad they didn't make them have a make them get given a bad place to stay for traveling to the next next stage of the exams. So, and yeah, that's really all I can say about this episode. So anyway, guys, hope you guys are contract fans safe. If you guys are 7th ML, go down below. My address there, and yeah. And also guys, if you want to help me on Patreon, my Patreon's down there as well. Also guys, if you want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Anime Amino, here's the searches you need to do. On Facebook at Anime Amino, just type in Connor Travis, you can find me on there. And if you want to find me on Instagram, it's at Connor Travis 1998. Anyway guys, hope you guys like it, comment, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye guys!